China, as the leader in high-speed rail technology in the world today, its trains are not only speeding domestically, but also traveling around the world. The most obvious example is that CRRC's products have been exported to more than 110 countries and regions around the world. In December 2023, Bulgaria announced a high-speed rail project worth up to $650 million. This news immediately attracted the attention of more than 20 companies around the world. In this fierce competition, Chinese companies should have easily won the first place with their mature technology and prices far lower than other competitors. But what is surprising is that a few months later, Bulgaria suddenly excluded China from the project, and the project was forced to be cancelled. So, what made Bulgaria make such a decision? Why was this project cancelled? Bulgaria, located in southeastern Europe, is a country with vast land. The land area reaches 110,371 square kilometers, but only 6.927 million people live in this vast land. This paradoxical phenomenon reveals the challenge faced by Bulgaria. Despite abundant land resources, its population base is small, resulting in inefficient land use. To further complicate matters, due to the vast size of the country, Bulgaria's cities are not closely connected, which further reduces the energy efficiency of industrial transportation. For example, according to 2019 data, Bulgaria's total freight volume reached 96.675 million tons, of which land transportation dominated, accounting for more than 90%. In order to activate the domestic market, improve the efficiency of industrial transportation, and promote the effective use of land, Bulgaria urgently needs to carry out large-scale upgrades and transformations of the land transportation system. But the reality is worrying. It is understood that among the 560 trains running every day, the average service life of passenger train engines has reached 40 years. These trains are not only inefficient when operating under high load, but also pose serious safety risks. Faced with such challenges, the Bulgarian government knows that updating trains and improving transportation capacity are urgent tasks. Over the past 2 decades, Bulgaria has been working hard to promote economic development, but progress in the machinery industry, especially train manufacturing, has lagged behind. In order to solve this problem, Bulgaria launched a high-profile bidding project in December 2023. This plan not only includes the purchase of 20 electric trains, but also covers maintenance services and employee training for 15 years. The market valuation of the entire project is as high as $650 million. According to my understanding, the news spread quickly around the world and attracted more than 20 companies to participate in the bidding. In this fierce competition, a Chinese company has successfully attracted a lot of attention with its advanced technology and extremely competitive quotation. According to reports, the Chinese company's offer was only $350 million, which was an astonishing 47.5% lower than the Spanish locomotive manufacturer Talgo's offer, and even 46.7% lower than the Bulgarian Railways' expected price. This price advantage undoubtedly brings a huge competitive advantage to Chinese companies. But what is unexpected is that in March 2024, the Chinese company was suddenly excluded from the bidding list by Bulgaria. This makes us wonder, why was this Chinese company suddenly eliminated after making such a competitive offer? After in-depth investigation, we were surprised to find that the EU was behind all this. In recent years, in the face of competition in China's automobile and railway industries, the EU's attitude has become increasingly cautious and can even be said to be highly nervous. In order to safeguard the interests of the local market, the EU has not hesitated to introduce a series of policies to restrict the competitiveness of Chinese companies. Among them, the most eye-catching policy is the foreign subsidy regulations that will officially take effect in July 2023. This regulation can be described as a heavy blow from the EU to Chinese car companies. According to the regulations, If the value of the bidding project exceeds 250 million euros, and the enterprise has received more than 4 million euros in foreign financial subsidies from non-EU countries in the past 3 years, the company must notify the EU of public tenders in which it participates. This provision obviously creates huge obstacles for Chinese companies to compete in the EU market. CRRC, as the leading enterprise of high-speed rail in China, has naturally become the focus of the EU. At the beginning of this year, the European Union launched an investigation into CRRC, accusing it of using subsidies to distort market competition in the EU. In the face of the EU's accusations, although CRRC promptly reported its transactions with the Bulgarian Ministry of Transport and Communications, due to Bulgaria's financial constraints and reliance on EU support, Bulgaria finally decided to exclude CRRC from the tender list. It is worth mentioning that this is not the first time the EU has investigated and controlled China in key industries. In March 2023, the president of the European Commission bluntly pointed out in his speech that China's low-price electric vehicles have spread all over the global market. The prices of these vehicles are artificially low due to subsidies, severely distorting the European market. She emphasized that the EU will resolutely prevent malicious competition from the outside to safeguard its own interests. As we all know, perfect infrastructure is one of the important ways to wealth. After kicking China out of the tender, Bulgaria finally decided to cooperate with the Spanish company Talgo. Talgo, a company with a history of nearly 80 years, not only focuses on the design and manufacturing of trains, but also provides customized maintenance services for railway operators in different countries. With its excellent product quality and high reliability, Talgo has won widespread praise from customers around the world in the past few years. While Bulgaria was waiting with great anticipation for the official launch of the project, in April 2024, Talgo suddenly announced that they could no longer support the completion of this project. The sudden announcement brings a major setback to Bulgaria's train renewal plans. However, from another perspective, Bulgaria should probably feel lucky. Talgo chose to be honest about its limitations early in the project rather than waiting until halfway through. If Talgo chooses to conceal this problem and wait until halfway through the project to inform Bulgaria, it may lead to unimaginable consequences. This will not only cause huge financial losses, but also waste a lot of valuable time.